Coming up on Baseball Tonight, round 2 of regionalized interleague rivalries. Pedro makes his maiden Mets voyage to the Bronx against a familiar foe. Will the Yankees' inconsistency continue, or will Daddy get revenge? Both sets of Sox are streaky. The Red Sox see a familiar face in Philly, while the White Sox offense leads a Southside revolution. Good defense starts up the middle. Larry Boa goes beyond the box score with the best double play combos in the bigs. Plus, we'll touch them all and count down Friday's top 5 web gems. Baseball Tonight, now. The trifecta is underway. Butchie and Bo in Studio E. We're live with Baseball Tonight, 40 minutes ahead, and it's interleague rivalry weekend. Teams in the same city, teams in the same state hooking up.
I'll tell you what, there were some great matches tonight and some surprises, too, when we show you what's going on tonight.
Let's get right to it, Larry, and here we go. Interleague regional rivalries. Looking back at some signature moments in these rivalries. Let's start with the Dodgers and the Angels and Adrian Beltre. 2 of his team's 4 homers. They rough up Cologne. July 3rd, 2004, Gagne. Good news on him, Dodger fans, coming up. At that point, he extended his major league record for consecutive saves to 84. He blew his next save opportunity. Now 2 tonight. John Lackey and the Angels hosting the Dodgers in the Freeway Series. Top of 5. Lackey facing Jason Repko, 6 Ks through 5. How about Jeff Weaver with the perfect game to this point? Cesar Izquierdo, and we have some issues. He's trying to bail out Antonio Perez.
Perez looked like he lost that ball, and he tried to bail him out, and he didn't pick it up till late. He never misses this play.
Oh, wow. McPherson ends up at second base on the 2-base error, so the perfect game is gone. Next batter, the no-no is gone. Oh, there's a play that maybe Jeff Kent should have made.
Yeah, I think Jeff Kent would like to have either dove for that ball or come up with that play.
McPherson scores later, bottom 6. Now Garrett Anderson with the home run.
Mr. Consistency. Day in and day out, he brings it every single night.
Here's the good news on Gagne. Did not need elbow ligament replacement surgery. He should be back earlier than expected. Gagne had that season-ending surgery today, but doctors discovered less damage than expected. Originally, they thought 12 to 14 months. The recovery time has been cut back to 6. He should be ready for spring training. All right, the Padres, they had 22 wins in May. They're 7-14 in June, taking on Seattle. And Ichiro starts things off in the top of the 5th with a triple. He breaks out of an 0 for 12 slump. Stand-up triple for Ichiro. Next batter, Randy Wynn. And Klesko can't get it. They rule this a triple.
I tell you what, when that ball bounces around like that in Seattle, there's usually triple after that hit. When those guys, the way they run, those are triples easy.
Back-to-back triples. I'm sure this ballpark reminds them of Safeco. And, you know, Brett Fu was given some time off to work with Don Baylor and try to get himself right. He's in the triple category.
He hits that ball in right center field. When you hit balls in gaps in Seattle and you can run a little bit, triple.
We'll keep track of this one. 9-5, top of 7, Seattle. All right, more interleague rivalry signature moments. Mets and Yankees, July 8, 2000. Historic doubleheader. Day game at Shea, night game at the stadium. Yankees won both by the score 4-2. Joe with the briefcase in full uni. The first day-night doubleheader in different venues since 1903. Here they are tonight. Who's your daddy? Pedro against Mike Buscina. Still your daddy? We'll find out. Derek Jeter to start things off, bottom 1, home run.
Not a good start for Pedro. Maybe he was thinking about the ghosts again.
10th of the year for Jeet. 1-0 Yankees. Oh, boy. Top of 2nd now. Bases loaded, nobody out. Ramon Castro to right. This is a sacrifice fly to bring home Marlon Anderson. 1 out. Jose Reyes. Watch the route that Bernie Williams, he's staring at Gary Shea. That's your ball, Bernie, and then he drops it. It's an error, but you still get credit for a sacrifice fly. Mike Buscina.
Man, what's going on out there? Let's go.
That's 2 sacrifice flies. Now, how about this? Next batter. 3 batters in a row. 3 sacrifice flies, the first team ever in NL history with 3 sac flies in 1 inning.
That is unbelievable. And, of course, we all saw it. It took an error to do it, but that's hard to do.
A natural hat trick of sacrifice flies. Cliff Floyd hit a home run in this game after getting hit by a pitch, and there's a nice little catch there. Pedro to Matsui.
This is a great play right here.
Holy shnikey, Beltran. Pedro got good defense in this game. Cameron
he got great defense in this game. And I think the biggest thing, John, is he didn't have his best stuff. I mean, if you watch Pedro tonight, he was 91, 92, throw a changeup, throw the breaking ball, but he spotted all his pitches. And I think what happened tonight was it proved that a team like the Mets is a young, hungry baseball team, is playing a veteran team like the Yankees. The Yankees seem to me, this is my opinion, they don't bring it every night. You'll see them on certain nights that they bring it, but tonight they didn't bring it. Here you see that breaking ball to Posada. Fastball, 91 miles an hour, nothing real big for Pedro. And now here's the help from his friend right here. Carlos Beltran hits a hanging breaking ball from Mike Cucina. They start to get him heated up. Now watch this play. This is a big part of the game. 5-2, man on. That's at least a triple if he doesn't catch that ball with a 5-3. That's a great play by Carlos Beltran. You'd see Pedro giving him the fist up. Now, David Wright, this is unbelievable. Womack lays down a blueprint bunt, bare hands it, and we know that Wright and Reyes make a lot of mistakes, but these guys are exciting to watch. That's something that for the future for watching these two kids play, because they're going to bring a lot to that ball club.
It's the underrated part of the Mets. They have veterans, guys in their prime, like Beltran, which you show in that videotape, and also young guys making their way.
They're hungry.
They really are.
They're hungry, and you can see when a team goes out there that's hungry as opposed to a team that takes things for granted.
Well, it's Hen against Glavin tomorrow, and then on Sunday on ESPN, it's Randy Johnson against Chris Benson. Sunday Night Baseball, the best night of the week when you're a baseball fan. Mets and Yankees, 8 o'clock Eastern Time after baseball tonight on ESPN. Due up on BBTN tonight, Sweet Home Chicago. The Cubs and White Sox going in opposite directions. The winds of change in Chi-Town continue. What has gotten into Andrew Jones? Home runs this month, how about 9 of them? Coming into tonight, Braves and Orioles highlights are next, and defense wins championships. Top 5 web gems are on the way. Interleague rivalries, refocus on some signature moments. How about June 8th, 2001, White Sox and Cubs, Carlos Lee, 2-out walk-off grand slam in the bottom of the 10th off Courtney Duncan to break a 3-3 tie. And the White Sox and Cubs hooking up again, starting this afternoon. White Sox are 1 win from 50. Let's spray people down. It's a hot day, 95 degrees in Chicago, and what the late Dirt McGirt was to Wu-Tang Clan. Frank Thomas is to the White Sox. Career homer 443, passes Dave Kingman, 6 behind Bagwell, 9 behind Yaz. Bottom 3, Mitre, wild pitch. Scott Pasetnik stole his 37th and 38th base in this game. White Sox up 3-1 in the 5th. Boy, Freddie Garcia, A-game.
Big-time pitcher, and he's coming up big for the Sox. Good curveball, fastball, changeup. They have 3 outstanding pitchers on that staff. A.J.
Pierzynski hit 11 homers in 2003 with the Twins, and 11 homers in 2004 with the Giants, and now has 11 homers for the 2005 White Sox.
Well, a lot of people are giving him a lot of credit for that pitching staff doing what they're doing. He's the leader back there.
Big win, 12-2. The White Sox became the first team this year to reach 50 wins in only 72 team games. They were also the first team 5 years ago to reach the mark, but lost in the first round to the Mariners. Note that none of these teams made it to the World Series. Twins, Brewers, Brad Radke, no wins in an interleague game since July 8th of 2001. Bottom 1, Bill Hall at bat. Whoa, look at John Jones.
He got fooled and made a great play.
Oh.
Great play.
How's your tailbone? 0-0. Top of 8, Torrey Hunter in a 2-0 Milwaukee game against Julio Santana and a Hunter solo homer left. 12th of the year. Torrey's having a good year.
He's having a great year.
Big moment in the game. Oh, 2-1 Brewers. Bases loaded, Jeff Cirillo. Broken bone in Jeff Cirillo's hand. A tough way to get an RBI. But the Brewers are winners 3-1. But let's talk about the White Sox. They've won 8 games in a row. They're playing with loads of energy and confidence. And this is a team who's in a good position as a double-digit lead in the AL Central.
I'll tell you what, this ball club is exciting to watch because they got two guys at the top of that lineup, Pitsednik and Iguchi, that create all kinds of havoc out there. And if you're an opposing manager and you're watching these guys from the bench, you're saying, oh my God, keep these guys off the bases. What happens is pitchers lose their concentration, they slide step, infielders have to hurry. It brings a whole new dimension to a ball club. And in my opinion right now, if you're a general manager and you put together a team, you should think about speed at the top because that creates a lot of havoc here. The Sox can go 45 and 45 in the next 90 games and still have 95 wins. That's an incredible number. They're playing with tons of confidence. The Minnesota Twins aren't playing that bad, but every time they look up before they took the field tonight, they're saying, oh my God, the Sox won again. We got to keep up with them. And nobody's keeping up with the Sox right now.
But, of course, the Twins can look at that full screen that we just showed, and 7 teams have blown some pretty big leads, even later than this in the season. So there is still hope for Minnesota.
This would be a total collapse.
It really would. All right, moving on to the American League East. The Red Sox and the Phillies hooking up in Philadelphia. Terry Francona, the man that you replaced in Philly.
Yep, Terry's doing a great job for them.
Red Sox could possibly get into first place tonight with a win and an Oriole loss. Manny Ramirez web jam?
That is a great play.
But that was an oxymoron.
No, this is a great play.
Oh, we'll see if it makes the top 5 later in baseball tonight. Great defense by Manny. How about the offense from Manny? Oh, he has right field power, Larry.
Tell you what, you leave that ball up to Manny, Ortiz, they are hitting on all cylinders right now. And Wakefield, I'll tell you what, he stymied this offense right here. The Phillies were scoring a lot of runs, and to throw a shutout in Philadelphia is unheard of.
Oh, Big Poppy in the second deck.
That is a bomb.
Woo! Red Sox get a snowman, and they win 8-0. So, if the Orioles lose, the Red Sox would overtake first place. The Orioles hand the ball to Hayden Penn. Atlanta gives it to Kyle Davies. So, 2 young pitchers going at it. Bottom one, Marcus Giles.
Don't go up there with Giles.
Opposite field power.
Big time for a little guy.
6th home run this season for Marcus, 2-1. Next batter, Andrew Jones. And he's hitting home runs, but he's hitting them so far this year, Larry.
Tell you what, John, he is carrying this ball club right now, and everyone's counting the Braves out because of the injuries. They better think again.
About 22 for Andrew Jones. Top of 5, Orioles down, and here comes Brian Roberts. He had 12 career homers come into this year. That's his 12th this year.
That is an unbelievable year for Brian Roberts.
3 batters later, same score. Davies to Rafael Palmeiro, and look at this. Things are going well for the Braves. Andrew Jones ties Derek Lee for the Major League lead with his 22nd home run. Good moves for the Braves as Hampton and Hudson threw, and they both feel very good. But back to the Red Sox. Let's talk about this team for a second. This is a team that has to feel pretty good about their situation. They're in first place. They've played 8 fewer home games and road games. And, Larry, 26% of their schedule the rest of the way is Tampa Bay, Kansas City, or Oakland. They're in a real good position.
They're in a great position right now, plus the fact Curt Schilling's lurking on the horizon over there. If this guy gets on the mound and pitches anywhere close to what he did last year, and the runs that this ball club is scoring, be careful, American League East, because the way the Yankees are playing and the free fall that Baltimore's in right now, this could be a division where you look at the end of August or early September and say, where did they come from?
But where are they vulnerable? Where are the Red Sox vulnerable?
You know, if they're vulnerable, it might be at the back end of that bullpen because we all know folks having some problems. Lately, he's been pitching better. I think 5 of the 14 saves he has, he's given up at least 1 run. The thing about that, though, is the Red Sox score so many runs, you very seldom have to save a 3-2 ball game or 4-3 ball game. When that team hits on all cylinders offensively, they're going to score 5, 6, 7, 8 runs a ball game, and that's what they're doing right now. And I didn't ever think that Philadelphia would not score a run in that ballpark, but Wakefield's got that knuckler going, and they got Clement on the mound. Could prove to be a bad weekend for the Philadelphia Phillies this weekend.
Like a lot of teams, the Red Sox will look to add in the bullpen. And Bronson Arroyo is a guy who could go to the bullpen because they're so deep.
Exactly.
In the starting rotation. Come playoff time, due up Larry Boa turned many a double play with Manny Trio, Dave Cash, Denny Doyle, Ted Sizemore, and others in Philly. He tells us who are the best in today's game. And the silver boot is up for grabs. Boot, Scoot, and baseball in Texas. And Baseball Tonight continues. Trifecta continues here on ESPN. John Butchergast, Larry Boa, updating Arizona and the Tigers. The Tigers threatening, but Jose Valverde gets Craig Monroe to pop out to right. Sean Green with the catch. D-backs lead 2-1, bottom of the 8th. All right, more interleague rivalries. Looking back at some signature moments. And how about the Rangers and Astros, June 27 of last summer? Carlos Beltran. Oh, this is when he started to introduce himself to the entire nation.
This guy's unbelievable out there. Look at the look by the hitter.
Michael Young thought he had a home run. Oswalt threw 8 scoreless in a 1-0 win. He's going tonight against the Rangers. There he is. Astros swept by the Rangers back in May. Richard Hidalgo in the second. Boy, Oswalt, he's had a great year.
He's got overpowering stuff. He's got 3 pitches, keeps the ball down, and he can go for strikeouts, whatever you name, he can do it on the mound.
Jason Land against Ricardo Rodriguez. Stoink. Off the pole, 2-run shot. 4-0 Astros. They have Oswalt some runs. Top of 8. Here comes Michael Young. We showed you in our flashback against Chad Qualls. And look at Craig Biggio. Web Gem nominee. Will it make the top 5? Top 5 Web Gems on the way. Top of 9. Bring on Brad Leach.
Forget it. 97 on the black. Forget it.
It's his 18th save. Astros, winner, winner. Chicken dinner.
Astros are making a little move.
So they are. Cardinals have lost 3 in a row, trying to get well against the Buccos. Game delayed 31 minutes because of that fire near the stadium. So Taguchi, bottom of the 5th against Kip Wells.
Might be one of the most underrated players in the big leagues. This guy does everything very good.
He had a no-hitter at that point. Taguchi's 3rd home run of the season. First of 2 in the game. Look at that. Mark Red's Atlantic. Boy, he's played a good second base this year for the Cardinals. Web Gem nominee. Gets Freddie Sanchez in support of Jeff Supano. Pitched really well. Bottom 8, Jim Edmonds. Goodbye.
Tell you what, when Jim Edmonds healthy, he's as good as anybody out there, and he gets on a groove like this, he could carry a ball club for a long time.
Supan tried to go the distance for the shutout, but it didn't happen. But the Cardinals still win. So let's go beyond the box score and talk about the pitcher's best friend, and that's the double play. You turned many in your big league career. As you watch baseball today, who impresses you?
Well, there's a bunch of guys that impress me, you know, and I think one of them could be Jack Wilson with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Sure. That double play combination for Call and Giles is a great combination. The Marlins have a great combination in Gonzalez. The Baltimore Orioles. Here, let's take a look right here at Baltimore here. Tejada to Roberts. Great arm strength there, and you see at the other end of it, a great play by the first baseman. Here's another good double play. They're a little bit more offensively.
What makes a good double play combination?
I think being able to know where the second baseman's going to give you the ball, being able to turn the pivot, a strong arm at second base. Here you see Counsell making a double play. Right here, unbelievable with Clayton. Arizona led the league in errors last year. This year they're vying for the West. Here are the Braves for Call and Giles. Giles is very underrated. This guy's put in a lot of hard work in turning the double play. Here, watch this arm strength on this double play. Bam, the guy's right on top. He could care less about contact at second base. And then you have Alex Gonzalez and Luis Castillo, probably the flashiest of all of them. These guys make acrobatic double plays. Look at this one right here. And I think the most underrated is Jack Wilson and Jose Castillo, the Pirates. They make all the routine plays you're supposed to make. Here you see against the Yankees. Look at that play. The runner's right on Jose Castillo. Jack Wilson's very underrated. And to me, when a pitcher knows if I keep the ball on the ground, I got a chance of getting 2 outs. They make all the routine plays. You can count the spectacular plays on 2 hands. A pitcher wants you to make the routine plays. And this group that we just named tonight, they come up big in double play situations.
Didn't help the Pirates on this night as they fall to the Cardinals. While with the Expos emigrating to Washington, D.C., we had no more baseball night in Canada for the Expos and the Blue Jays. So now the Blue Jays are on their own. But boy, what a difference it's been this year for the Nationals coming to America. How about this? Through 34 home games, the Nationals 25-9, the best home winning percentage in baseball. They've already attracted more than 1 million fans, and that breaks the record for a D.C.-based franchise that was set back in 1946.
That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. And that record at home, and when they played in Montreal, that's why they like playing there. They love it.
Maybe a future commissioner of baseball. What do you think, George W.?
Could be.
He loves baseball tonight.
Great baseball fan.
I think he'll be commissioner one day, and Condoleezza will be the NFL commissioner. Orlando Hudson, double play. Nationals turn 2 to get out of a jam. And how about Esteban Loaiza, his 2nd double this year?
Unbelievable the way he pitched, and he drives in 2 runs to give his ball club a 2-0 lead. And then once they go 6 innings, Frank Robinson says, okay, bullpen, let's go, do your thing. And this guy is as good as anybody right now. 23-year-old Chad Cordero, born in Upland, California. He's blown just 2 saves this year, a Cal State Fullerton stud, and a stud for the Nats. 3-0. The Nationals take care of the Blue Jays. All right, more interleague rivalry moment. They get a 4-run 8th. Due up! Jerry Narin tries to improve
Perfect. Stay perfect as Reds manager. Ohio baseball, the heart of it all, and Junior makes a statement to all of baseball, and we get touchy-feely when we come back. Significant home runs of the night are next.
Log on to MLB.com to follow baseball live on the web with MLB.com's real-time stats, game day audio, and MLB.tv. MLB.com, where baseball is always on.
We have an update. Angels and Dodgers. Dallas McPherson in the house. Dallas McPherson out of the house towards the fake plastic rocks. It's gone. John Lackey struck out 9 in 7 shutout innings. All right, our interleague rivalry look continues. How about the Giants and the Athletics? We go back to June 15, 2002. Reggie Sanders hits 2 home runs, including a grand slam to end Oakland's 8-game win streak on Dusty Baker's 53rd birthday. Giants and A's back together again tonight. Bottom 4, runner on first. Jeff Fassaro against Bobby Kelty. Kelty 2-run shot. The Heat Miser makes it 3-0 A's.
He crushed that ball. Wow.
Joe Blanton pitching much better of late since getting racked by Tampa Bay back in May. Oh, look at Jesse Fopper robbing Nick Swisher.
For the last 3 games, the A's have played.
Blanton's been pitching very, very good for the A's.
Yeah, he got racked up by the Double Rays back-to-back starts in May, but he's been real good ever since. All right, 4-3 A's in the ninth. Look at Chavez. Look at that arm. Nice. Swisher playing first base tonight. So the A's trying to hold on top of the ninth, trying to close things out against the Giants. Interleague rivalries. How about the Reds and Indians? Dave Burba, June 7, 1998, traded by the Reds to the Indians for Sean Casey. Right before his scheduled opening day start, hits a home run and gets the victory and a 6-1 Cleveland win. To tonight, Scott Ellerton going for his 5th straight win, facing the Reds and Eric Milton. 35-year-old Ken Griffey Jr.
Well, he's starting to heat up, and he's trying to prove to a lot of people he's got a lot of baseball left in him.
6 RBIs away from 1,500. Junior was 3 for 4 tonight. And how about career homer 515? He's 6 behind Willie McCovey and Ted Williams on the all-time list.
He's had a great career, and you take away those injuries, there's no telling how many home runs he would have.
But a huge home run. It ties the game at 4. And then top of 9, Felipe Lopez is clutch, and clutch is everything in life. 2 for 5 batting leadoff, and the Reds go on to win 5-4 as they snap their 8-game road losing streak.
Eric Wedge had first base open there. He went out, and I'm sure he said, now look, you don't have to throw this guy a strike. We got a Rich Aureli on deck. Before he got back in the dugout, the ball's off the left field wall. So Cincinnati's playing with a lot of emotion right now. They made a managerial change, and sometimes that's not all that bad. I'm a firm believer when you blame it on the manager, you're copping out, because I think Miley's did a good job there. But on the other hand, sometimes change is for the good. And I think a lot of these young Cincinnati players are saying, you know what, I got to prove to this guy I'm a good player. And those older guys are saying, hey, we might be out of it, but I got to prove to these scouts that are watching that I can help a contender. So maybe there might be some movement there in Cincinnati, getting rid of some guys, adding some young guys. But Jerry Naren's going to do a good job there. I really believe that.
Maybe Junior makes an announcement to the rest of baseball. I can help teams.
Well, there's no doubt he can help a team. It's a matter if he wants to leave Cincinnati, because I'm sure there's a lot of teams right now, John, that would take him.
All right, looking good in that American League ballpark was Junior. Looked like he was back home. All right, let's touch them all. Home runs, significant. Let's again continue our discussion about Ken Griffey Jr. We're talking about 2 home runs tonight, 515 career.
And the thing about it is, he took one to left and he pulled one down the line. When he starts hitting balls to left field and straightaway center, you know he's getting locked in. And he can carry, he's another guy that can carry a ball club.
And oh, by the way, Jose Hernandez had 2 home runs for the Indians.
I think Eric Milton's starting to realize, you know, he's going to give up home runs, but as long as nobody's on. He kept him in the game tonight. He really did.
He's given up 27 home runs in 87 innings. All right, Jim Edmonds, how about another multi-home run affair, 12 and 13?
Well, Jim Edmonds has been hurt with a rib cage injury, and when he comes back and he's swinging the bat like that, even though St. Louis has a huge lead, he's going to help that ball club eventually when they get into the playoff, which they will.
Our multi-homer theme continues. Wayne Gretzky, So Taguchi. Third and fourth of the season. Jeff Suppan pitches well, and the Cardinals take care of the Pirates at home. Frank Thomas, 443rd. He passes Dave Kingman. He's inching up on Jeff Bagwell and Carl Yastrzemski in the all-time.
That was a good sinker he hit, too. He hit that off the ground.
Brian Roberts. His career total this year was 12. That's his 12th this year. First in 25 games, though.
Yeah, this has got to be a career year for this kid. He's doing a great job for Baltimore.
8 of Carlos Beltran's 9 homers this season have been in games started by Pedro Martinez.
Pedro's got to come in and relieve for something. And let Carlos get out of the
Good move. Manny, 408th career tie with Duke Snider. 38th all-time. His 6th homer in 10 games is heating up.
He is heating up, and him and Big Pappy, best 1-2 punch in baseball. Look at this guy, Andrew Jones.
What Zach Wild is to Black Label Society, Andrew Jones is to the Braves. Home run, he ties Derek Lee. Derek went 0 for 3 today in Chicago. So Jones hits his 10th home run in June tonight. That leads all players. The most home runs in June the previous 4 seasons was by Jim Thome, who had 15 for you. You remember that?
I saw every one of them, and they were monster hits, and not only that, they came at big times for us. So it's hard to hit that many home runs in a month.
Just think Andrew's only halfway to Sammy Sosa's 20 back in June of 1998.
That's incredible, 20 in a month.
All right, due up here in baseball tonight. We're rounding third, headed for home. We have surfed the baseball net to scan the worldwide web gems. We've seen a lot of good candidates, but how about the top 5? They're coming up next. Jeremy Schaap is next with Outside the Lines. The Mets beat the Yankees tonight, play again tomorrow, and how about Sunday Night Baseball? Randy Johnson against Chris Benson. The Mets and the Yankees, 8 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN right after Baseball Tonight. Giants and A's have gone final. Joe Blanton has pitched real well his last 5 outings, looking on and hoping Justin Duxer can save it. He does, striking out Pedro Feliz. The A's beat the Giants. Rounding third and heading for home. John Butchergrass and Larry Boa. Top 5 web gems of the night. Let's get right to it. A lot of good defense on this night. Jerry Remy, the Rem Dog, we know is in his Philly hotel room watching the web gems right now. I wonder where Manny Ramirez might be. Well, we start with 5, and boy, what a second base this guy's played.
This guy is very consistent. Him and Eckstein are doing a great job for the Cardinals. Look at this play.
Jeff Suppan getting defensive help. He tried to go the distance and pitching the shutout, but he ran out of gas late, but the Cardinals still win. Hey, Rem Dog, here's your boy, Manny Ramirez.
This is a great play. People don't realize. Look at this wall come up to him quick, and he does this slide. Very nice, Manny. Very, very nice.
Jerry Remy, your thoughts?
That's a terrific play by Manny. Manny will be in the web gems tonight.
Remy producing in Philly. Well done. All right, let's stay in left field. Let's stay in Philadelphia and Pat Burrell. Did Pat play defense for you like this?
Pat didn't play bad defense. You know, if he can get to the ball, he's in the catch. He's got a very strong arm for left field.
Web gems within about 10 feet of each other down the left field line here in Philly.
Don Orsillo now trying to produce from Philly. Easy, boys. All right, number 2. Marlon Byrd of the National. They're just a magical team right now, Larry Earl.
Tell you what, they're doing everything they're supposed to do. They move runners, they make plays, they make pitches, and they win a lot at home.
That ended the game as the Nationals win again. Chad Cordero. All right, number 1, Damon Hollins. There are diving catches, and there are athletic diving catches.
This is a great play. Full speed.
Oh, wow. Goodness.
That's a great play.
Covered ground, didn't slow up to make the dive. That was a flat-out robbing of an extra base hit. The Devil Rays, they'll give up 4th in the 8th. All right, a lot of good pitching news around baseball, Larry Boa. I know the Braves get good news. Hampton and Hudson both felt fine, and looks like Mark Pryor could pitch this weekend for the Cubs.
Well, I tell you what, if the Cubs can get Pryor on the mound Sunday and he pitches without pain, Kerry Woods pitched tonight and said he felt great and ready to go. So Dusty's going to have all his bullets in his holster starting this coming Sunday. We'll see what happens with the Cubs.
And also Kerry Wood continues to pitch. His rehab starts, pitching again tonight.
Yeah, he did a very good job, and he said he pitched very good. He had a good fastball, so we're looking forward to seeing him on the mound.
Right. Good job, man.